Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on when and where you're listening to this or watching this presentation. My name is Adler Dorval. Um, Today is August 30th, 2025. Um, in this video today, presentation today, first of all, the class is criminal justice technology. This is what I'm going to be talking about. But this assignment is about crime and violence data analysis. Um, then again, the course is criminal justice technology. So, in this assignment, first I will be compare trends by two crime data graphs. Um, as you can see in the left columns, we have two graphs, and first I'm going to be talking about the first one, which is as you can see, national, if you could see where I'm pointing, it's national crime trend from 2020 to 2025. And what I'm going to be talking about is the property crime rate and violent crime rate. And as you can see to the left side of the graph, the rates are being done by 100,000 populations, not the whole population of the US. Since we're talking about national trend, so it's going to be the whole US, but it's based on rate of 100,000 population, or I could say resident people. Um, Most of the information, I should say all, I got them from, as you can see on the right side, I have a few of web pages that's open as my reference. This is where I'm gonna get all the information from for this presentation. Like I said, um, two two graphs, and I'm gonna be explaining. One of them is gonna be property crime rate and violent crime rate, and the other one's gonna be about death certificate death rate nationally in the U.S. Okay, let's begin. So first, what I'm gonna do is go on the FBI website right here. I had already clicked it and looked over it, and it's pretty simple. And what I had to do for me to get in order to get this draft, the national trend, to see if it's going up and down from 2020 to 2025, all I had to do for example, for the violent crime, which is the one on the bottom, all I had to do is just go on crime select and go to violence offenses. As you can see, violent offenses has four categories, and you could choose either one. But for me, for this purpose of this presentation, I pick aggravated assault, and when I click on aggravated assault, I can and location is gonna be the U.S. as you can see, national, and you don't have to worry about the agency because you're not doing it per state. So, and then the time frame, it's 5 years. For me, I pick 5 years because I just want to get a more accurate data. Um, and as you can see, the moment I click the 5 years frame, let's say I click 3 months, it would be completely different. So I click 5 years, and this is what I got. From the, as you can see, from the United States, the light blue up all the way up. As you can see, crime committed. Those are like monthly crimes, but as you can see, how the graphs goes from the highest, I could say, or tied to the highest, and let me see if it's the highest. Probably if I go up here, it's actually the highest. As you can see up here, this is like early. This is around August 2020. Crime was at the highest. Aggravated assault was the highest, to be fair, and it started coming down. This is around 2021. The trend, as you can see, the trend's going down. Even the numbers are going down, and then it start rising again, and it rise to pretty close to the highest it was in 2020, and it stays steady for a little while. It stays steady, it's coming down a little bit, and then as of 2025, it goes all the way down around right here, pretty much like 20%, 80%, I should say. We don't know how accurate this is, but this is what presented to us by the FBI Crime Data Explorer. So we're gonna go by what they say. So this is for violent crime, and like I said, I choose aggravated assault. You could choose something else: homicide, rape, or robbery. And also, if you go down, like you will see the number of crimes per age, sex, race, and ethnicity. As you can see right here, the total by age, victim age, and demographics. They're all down here for you to see if you want more information, more you want to more educate yourself a little bit more. They're all in here for you. But for this purpose of this presentation, all I needed was the trend to see if it's going up and down. In that case, the trend is going down. And as you can see, same thing for property crime too. But first, let me go in the crime select. And all I gotta do is just go in property offenses. You have multiple categories here. You can choose either one. I chose arson, and it's pretty much the same thing. But like you can see, the trend is coming down. From 2020 was at the highest, and 2021 comes down, then went up a little bit, steady 2022, 2023 start coming down, 2024 down, and as it's 2025, you can see the crimes down in property crime, violent crime, no property crime rate. It's completely down, as you can see. Like I said, I don't know how accurate this is. This is my biased opinion. Don't go by it, but this is what the FBI put out. This is the official website. This is what they put out. Okay. Like I said, then again, if you want to choose something else, you could. If you want to go down, you could go down and see more of that data they put out. Like I said, age, sex, group, victim, and offenders, all in here for you to see. And for like I said, for this purpose of this presentation, all I needed to is the trend. As you can see, the trend's not going up as of right now, but it's coming down, way down, I should say. And yep. I put a little note in here. Like I said, for the graphs, the first one I could say, violent crime has shown a long-term decline, and property crimes have declined more steeply, as you can see in the graphs right here, and also in this website also. The other part is the other graph is gonna be about national dirt certificate and risk of dirt rate. We're gonna talk about the 5 weeks of death rate using the national dirt death certificate data. And for that purpose, we're gonna have to go to another website, which is the CDC, where they have all kind of race, how people die, whether it was gunshot, suicide, or they all in here, and then they have by I should say by from the lowest to the highest, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna go on the CDC website right here. As I'd already clicked it, um, it's all in here. If you want to change the filter, you can change the filter. I put no race, so everybody included. Leading cause of death, 2023. That's the year I use. And I can change it to top 5 because I'm looking for top 5. So go ahead and change it to top 5. And from birth, the moment of birth to unknown until the oldest alive. I choose both sexes and race. It's like I said, it's all race, and I'm gonna submit. And when I submit, then they give me all the options right here. But in order for me to get the top 5, I have to go all ages because this is what I put. As you can see, all ages, all the numbers are here. All the numbers are here. As you can see, the leading cause of death is heart disease. and this is it right here. The numbers are here. They're accurate. 203. That's the rate per 100 population. Don't go by the numbers. The numbers are right here. But if you want to get the rate by population, this is the rate right here, per 100,000. It's 203. This is what I have here, and so on. Number two, number three, and number four. As you can see, the lowest, I should say the top, on the top five, the lowest is the chronic low respiratory disease. I think I can finish type this, respiratory respiratory disease, which is 43 out of 100 per population. This is the rate. Okay, this is it for this two graphs, and we're gonna continue on this presentation by going to a different section, and we're gonna go in this one right here. As this one says, we're gonna analyze the same crime across 3 states, whichever state you choose. Myself, I did, as you can see on the left, I choose 3 states. I choose California, Illinois, and North Carolina, and then the year is 2022. I'm gonna go ahead and compare all the crime rates across those states, and California, Illinois, and North Carolina. In order for me to do that, I have to go to I have to go to FBI website, and like I said, those are accurate what they post, and this is where you go the same way. I had already opened it and to look through it. All I had to do, and even you could see the crime trend. Actually, look at, it's going down. This is a national crime trend. It's not by state, but it's national. If I want to go by state, it's pretty simple. Let me see, leave this one right here for now. Let's see, put this one a little bit down. If you want to go by state, in this case, which is Illinois and California and North Carolina, all you gotta do is you're on the same FBI website. So let me see. You gotta go in crimes. We go in crimes, and we just gotta do what they call the filter. Just go in a filter for aggravated assault in California, Illinois, North Carolina. All we have to do is it's already there for me. And this time we're not choosing national on the location. We're gonna choose the state that we want, which is California. And we don't have to select agency because you're gonna do the whole California. California is a much uh, bigger, not in size, but by populations. As you can see, the population in California, it's about 39 million. So the time frame, you wanna make sure you get whatever time frame you want. For me, in that case, I choose 1 year. So a year could be this one right here. So I take a year. Okay. This is from 2024 to August 2024 to August 2025. But this is not what I have in here. So I have 2022. So in that case, I'm gonna custom it. It's gonna be from 2020. Let me see. It's gonna be January 2022 until December 2022, and that's how we get the numbers. And right here, and if you could see, what we have here is the graph from 2022 January to 2025. As you can see, if we zoom it a little bit more, we could see the comparison. Let me see, make it bigger, make this one bigger. You could see, as you can see, the total right here by age give you the total for the year of 2022. As you can see, we have 50,000. This is the location where it's happened. Residence, highway, everything's in here for you to see. And As you can see, it's 52,000. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Yeah, February, you got March, and then you add all that up, and that's how you get the numbers. Let me put this one, make it smaller, so I can go back to the chart. And as you can see, if you go for Illinois, it's going to be the same. As you can see, Illinois has the lowest, and North Carolina has the second highest. We could do the same thing, like I said, we could do the same thing. We could switch to North Carolina, and we will get the same result. All you gotta do, the date's already here, and it's everything in here. The numbers are here for you to see. As you can see, Illinois, North Carolina is second behind California, and Illinois is this is the least. But then keep that in mind. Illinois population it's let me see, population of Illinois, it's 12 million. So it can't compare to California. Then again, we do it per rate 100,000, as you can see. I would say about 20 per 100,000 for California. I'd say it about 26.8 right here. That's the number right here. That's what I got. And Illinois, that's a smaller. That's about 11 right here, 11.3, and what I call and North Carolina's about 23. So this is what I got. And again, it's all in here for you to check if you want to check it yourself. And we're gonna go for robbery, and it's the same process. It's the same process. You get the same result, and it's 2022 again. All I gotta do is just submit, and we get the numbers right here. As you can see, in Texas, um, it's about, I should say, 5.8. 5.8, that's the rate. And New York, it's even though the Texas has the population is bigger in Texas, but the robbery it's lower. Meanwhile, in Florida, which population is lower than Texas, and the crime is almost double. I should say almost double as if you compare them. Like Texas is 30 million, Florida is 19 million, and when you compare the rate, Florida is 23, and in New York it's 8.75. What's going on with Florida? All right, and we have another part of this exercise, which is part two. I mean, exercise presentation, which is part two. What the instructors want us to do is make 5 individual tables and be sure to enclose cause and mechanism for the violent death and whatever other variable variation you use. Okay, so we're gonna go in the fit tables. As you can see, I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna go with the first one for now. The first one is firearms intent. Firearm intent and weight per 100K in the US. I choose the year 2023. For that case, we're gonna have to go to a different website, which is right here, the CDC. The CDC. We can do the filter. So since we're talking about intent, that's fatal because they're talking about that. No race. This is what I did. 2023. This is the year that I pick, as you can see. United States, all intent, and I pick firearm. There are other options you could pick, but I pick firearm. And age, all age, both sexes, and they're all in here. You can change this to none. Intent, none if you like, but it has to be intent. and submit. If you could see, compared to my table right here, unintentional death 463 right here, and homicide 17927, and here everything's matched, as you can see, and the totals right here. This is where I get the numbers from, and this is what they presented to us. I'm not sure they would lie about death, but this is their website, and this is where I find all the number, the crude rate, and all the adjusted rates right here. So as you can see, 13% the total, and yeah, everything's in here for you to see. And as you can see, the populations of the US, and um, 334 million, as you can see. I'm not sure this it's an accurate number, because I believe there's more people live in the US than that, but this is what they give us. And yeah, that's about it. And for table 2, which is going to be firearm by 6 in the United States, all we have to do is in the filter is change the intent, this intent right, this none, but to 6, and we submit it, and we're gonna get the 6 right here. As you can see, all the 6, 14,000. This is for male, and then we have a population of 164,000 million males in the U.S., which is yeah. And right here, what I did is add all this: 406, which is unintentional homicide, 14,000, and yeah, that's all in here. It's all in here. Just gotta change the filter a little. Um, filter. Yeah. No, actually, yeah, I did get it right at first. I don't know what I did. Um, I did get it right. 6. Um, intent and 6. Because we're talking about homicide, firearm homicide. Yep, that's about right here. 14,000. Yeah, 14,000. We could update this to 14. Um, 14, 920, 920. But there are other categories: suicide and everything, homicide and intentional, everything. But we wanted the homicide by 6, and females, homicide by females is 3,007, which is a little bit more. Right here, what I put, 3,007, and voila, this is it right here for 2023. Firearm homicide by 6 in the United States, and we're gonna go by race, and all we have to do, it's pretty much the same process. Um, I did put a little note right here. This table right here show firearm homicide, death, and sex in the U.S. for the males represent most of the firearms homicide, which much higher rate. As you can see, 14,000 2,000 is nothing. Oh yes, males. It's always the males. And if we're gonna change this to, we're gonna change the filter. We're gonna go by race. Okay. Okay, race. Let's go change it to race. Race. Bridget race. We're gonna go for the same year, 2023. Well, no. 2023. Intent. Firearms. Okay, both sexes, ethnicities, all ethnicities, and everything's. Go to race, and yeah, I'm gonna submit it right here. Yep. We got the race, homicide. Got the whites. We got the blacks, and and yeah, this is where I find all information. And then we got the other, and I did the same thing for age group and firearms. All I gotta do is edit the filter, and I did the same thing for ethnicity. Then again, it's all in the filter. And this is the conclusion of the presentation. As you can see, I put a little note right here and says this table right here shows firearm homicide death by age group in the U.S. For the year of 23, non-Hispanic population account for the most of the death. Hispanic population have significant rate as well. Yep, and this table right here showing firearm homicide death by age 2023. Population over 55 year old age at the highest number of deaths, while 18 to 34 group at the highest. Everything's in here. Firearm by age group 17 to 0 to 17, 20,000. 18 to 34, 12. 35 to 54, 8,000. As you can see, those are the lowest, and 55 are the highest. And table 3 by race, the whites 20,000, and but we look at the populations of the whites 190 millions, and blacks 3,542 millions. Okay, and we got the other, which is 95 millions, and the rate 10%, 8, 4%. Yep, this is it. This is this is where I conclude my presentation, and thank you very much for watching. I hope I did bring some information to you. Then again, like I said, everything's in here for you if you need to check, and those websites are really good. The FBI, they have everything's in here, and you got the CDC, and they got everything in here. All you gotta do is just manage it. All you gotta do is just manage it. If you're looking by fatal injury data, explore, compare them, injury report, leading cause of death, everything's in here. Everything's in here for you. Cause of injuries, it's a good tool. I'm glad this was brought into me, and this is a good tool. Okay, well, thank you very much.